This past weekend, I jumped into the Gundam Breaker 4 network test where I began my quest to build the ultimate mech warrior. Bandai Namco's latest entry into the action-packed Breaker series was first introduced during the March 2024 Nintendo Direct, and when I saw the trailer, I gotta admit I was pretty intrigued. Now, just for some background, I'm not super deep into Gundam. I played a few of the games from the Gundam Warrior spin-offs, and while I tried the demo for SD Battle Alliance on Switch, I decided to pass on purchasing. The first network test was Japan only, so when this one opened up internationally, I just had to see what was up. So without further ado, let's dive into what Gundam Breaker 4 has to offer so far. In this video, I'll be sharing some gameplay, thoughts, and impressions from my first few hours with the game. After an opening cutscene, you're immediately thrown into the action with the tutorial that teaches you the basics. You learn how to pilot your mech, including movement, jumping, and boosting. You can guard at any time, but your shield can be knocked away if you're under too much pressure. There's also a dodge mechanic you can use while moving in any direction by tapping the guard button, which makes the gunplay vague with a short boost. The emergency drop lets you descend quickly to escape combos by tapping the boost button in midair. As far as combat, you have access to two melee attacks on X and Y, each for left and right-handed weapons. You can also wield a ranged weapon on each arm, and like melee weapons, some have charged attack variations. You equip different sets of skills, OP and EX, based on your gunpla's builds, weapons, and the additional parts you've attached. These skills are mapped to the shoulder buttons, in my case, the L and R buttons. Holding either button down brings up your available palette of skills, which can be used by pressing one of your 4 face buttons. You can set up to 4 skills on an EX palette. Up to 8 skills can be set between 2 OP palettes. Skill usage will be followed by a cooldown period. Victory in these battles nets you parts and weapons from the gunplay you face. The screen UI is clear and vibrant, showing parameters like your health bar, stamina, weapon cooldown gauges, mission time, and more. You can lock on to enemies using either the snappy auto-targeting or a smoother manual lock-on that lets you focus on whichever enemy you're currently facing with manual camera control. Moving around as a gunpla felt really good right from the start, though I did experience some trial and error with the timing of using the boost button, which is also the jump button by default. It seems like you need to let go of the stick and tap B to jump, and if you're moving, using B will then make you boost. Holding boost while not moving the stick will make you boost straight up. The emergency drop, also controlled by tapping B while in midair, was a bit tricky since it only seemed to work when I was stationary and my button presses only registered at certain points. I'm not sure if this was due to my inexperience or if it was something to do with the game, but it didn't seriously hinder anything. There's also an in-game store for selling things you don't want, so I imagine you would be able to use the currency to buy weapons, parts, and other things, but the network test didn't have the store functionality working correctly. Next, we moved to combat, which gave me everything I love about spectacle fighters like those of the Bayonetta and Devil May Cry series. We're talking fast-paced action, unique weapons, flashy and fluid combos, and a sense of control over every move in your arsenal. Overall, everything felt really smooth and responsive. The real flavor of Gundam Breaker 4, though, is in the blending of that same intensity with the strategic depth of customizing your gunpla, becoming a visual representation of your playstyle. Here, more often than not, is one's creativity rewarded with more access to moves, defensive and offensive augmentation. The possibilities truly feel endless, despite only having access to 28 kits during the network test. These kits and those that will be included in the full release cover different mobile suit Gundam works, such as the Wing, Seed, and Fighter G Gundam series. Custom builds not really your thing? You're free to fully recreate some of your favorite mecha piloted in the manga and shows with a total of 250 kits to choose from. This network test actually added 7 new kits to the 21 that were available during the July 2024 network test. But again, Japan only, so all of the kits that I came across were completely new to me. Within these kits, you can mix and match each head, torso, arm, and leg to create a gunpla that's fit to your vision. With additional attachments like thrusters and those simply for cosmetic purposes, every piece of your mech comes with its own set of stats and abilities alongside its visual component. And whether you're going for specialized routes or more balanced playstyles, you've got the freedom to build a unit that gives you all you need to dominate the battlefield in style. You will run into duplicate items along the way, but even then, with even the most minor of changes having an effect on the look and capabilities of your mech, the variety remains both vast and impactful so long as you don't get overwhelmed. The customization goes even further with the ability to change color schemes, decals, and even tweak the size and orientation of parts to better fit with your unique mobile suit. My experience with building in the network test was fantastic. At first, I focused on optimizing for high attack power and increased HP, tearing through battles with raw strength. But with each victory, I unlocked more parts and skills from the enemies I faced, and as my options expanded, the real fun began. I started crafting a beast of a Gundam, balancing speed and power to create a true metal beauty. By the end of the test, my Gundam was equipped with a reliable axe and saber combo for close combat and a beam rifle and missile launcher for ranged attacks, each weapon enhanced by skills unique to their class and type. For features completely new to the series, you can take your Gundam to the game's Diorama Mode and make stunning displays of your creation in dynamic scenes. You're able to choose backgrounds, add effects and additional elements, and manipulate your gunpla into different poses, from preset motions to positioning each individual joint. You can experiment with your designs in a number of ways, meticulously tweaking a bevy of options to end up with a design that reflects your vision. You can even adjust lighting settings, camera angles, and apply filters for the perfect shot. I played around in this mode for a little while during the test, but since it was time-based, there was only so much time I could dedicate to not actually playing. Let's shift gears and dive into the multiplayer modes. Gundam Breaker 4 offers several ways to team up with friends or challenge players from around the world. Whether you're looking to cooperate in intense team battles or compete in high-stakes matches, the lobby system helps to get things up and running and allows you to do some general communication between people in the lobby that you're in via preset chat options. As far as I know, there is no in-game voice chat, but while in a lobby, you're able to send messages in a global chat. You also have an emote wheel if you're feeling especially expressive. You can create and join matches via quick play or choosing settings specific to your preference, and for the Nintendo Switch version, you're able to play both online and through local wireless if someone has another system near you. All 5 missions in the network test were available to be played in co-op teams of up to 3 players, and while there is no traditional PvP as of now, there is a bounty hunter mode that allows you to face the build of another player's mech controlled by a CPU. This mode can also be played in co-op. There are event missions, which have specific clear conditions, scenarios, and rewards that keep the game loop fresh with variety. Multiplayer overall went well, and playing with teammates gave light to some great moments of both inspiration from players' builds, as well as chances for teamwork due to our unique synergy. I had a little trial and error with the system when searching for matches initially, which could have been a matter of player base, but when I got into specifying certain parameters for matches, things fell into place a lot smoother. To wrap up, Gundam Breaker 4 offers a rich and customizable experience that caters to both Gundam enthusiasts and newcomers alike. From fast-paced combat that allows you to pilot your custom-built gunpla with precision and flair, to the deep customization options that allow your creativity to really shine, this title is shaping up to be a standout entry in the series. This network test gave me a solid glimpse into what the full game may have to offer, and I can't wait to see how it all comes together at launch. Well, folks, that's it. If you're like me and you're excited about Gundam Breaker 4, make sure you hit that like and subscribe for more updates as we get closer to release. Let me know in the comments what part of the game you're most excited about, or if there are any specific features you'd like for me to dive deeper into. Thanks for watching.